partner of choice, providing diversified products and services to empower you. Since the year 2001, Safaricom Sacco has digital transformation. 1st November 2019, Safaricom Sacco migrates to a new online-based system. Key milestones. 1. Mobile app Saf Siri is launched, available on Android and iOS. 2. Members can access and apply for mobile loans, Corner Advance, Renunu Advance, Christmas loan, as well as rebate advance. 3. External funds transfer available through online. 4. Loan guarantees and loan guarantor approval executable through online. 5. Access account mini statements, fund withdrawals, and many other functionalities. 6. Online membership application available. 7. Long-term and short-term loan application now available online. Benefits. 1. Better customer service and query resolution, as members can now log in their query or feedback while logged in through iConnect. 2. Members can now still receive services in the comfort and safety of their homes, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic. To become a member of the Safaricom Sacco, go to https://iConnect.safaricomsacco.com/account/member registration.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this auspicious occasion of the 20th anniversary of Safaricom Sacco. We are starting in the next 5 minutes or so, so feel welcome. I know the weather is a bit chilly, but we hope that it will be a warm and short occasion so that we can be able to go through quickly. So let us settle into the James. Karibu. Karibu sana. Let us settle. Let us, those who are still out there, please come in so that we can start. Our chief guest is just walking in right now. So let us settle. Please come in to the tent. Please come into the tent. Let us settle so that we can begin this function. Welcome our chief guest and our leaders from the cooperative movement, from the ministry. Chairman, karibuni sana. Those who are still in the restaurant, please come in. We are just beginning right now. Madam Margaret and Dolphin, you can join the chief guest here at this table. I'm sure there's one or two more seats. Reboni Sana. Yeah, Madam Dolphin, sit now. Right, so we are going to start right away. Before we begin, let us all rise up for the national anthem. The DJ. DJ, if you're not able to, we can sing. I'm sure we all know the national anthem. So let us go. O God of all creation, bless this our land and nation. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty. Plenty be found within our border. Thank you very much. Before we sit, please come forward and give a word of prayer. Tabi.
Let's believe and pray. Everlasting Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we are gathered here this morning. We thank you, Lord, for your faithfulness. For the journey you have taken Safaricom Sacco for the last 20 years, dear Lord, we bless your name. We thank you for everyone who has been involved in the success of this Sacco. We thank you for those who began the Sacco. And the Father that you have brought us, dear Lord, we bless your name. Where we are, we thank you and we trust in you that you will take us forward, dear Lord. And many others will come and celebrate a day like today. We thank you for the activities for the day. We pray that you be with us. We pray for your protection. We pray that, dear Lord, even as guests are gathered in this place, dear Lord, that you will keep us in perfect health, and more so that our celebration will be crowned with your presence. We exhort you, Lord, and we honor you. Be with us from the beginning as we celebrate, and at the end, we shall give you glory. In Jesus' name we are praying, trusting and believing. Amen.
Thank you very much. Please have a seat. Karibu sana. So it is a very, very auspicious occasion in the milestones of Safaricom Sacco. And so we are going to have a program of about 2.5 hours maximum. Our chief guest, Mr. Jerome Ochieng, PS Ministry of ICT, Innovations and Youth, representing the CS. Mr. Steve Chege, Chief Corporate Affairs Officer, representing the CEO of Safaricom PLC. Mr. Geoffrey Njangombe, the outgoing Commissioner for Cooperatives. Mr. Peter Njuguna, Acting CEO SASRA. Madam Dolphin Aremo, the County Director of Cooperatives, Nairobi County. Mrs. Margaret Kamau, Sub-Country Cooperative Officer, Westland Sub-Country. Chairpersons and CEOs of SACCOs present here. Partners, stakeholders, staff, members, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very, very special occasion where we want to welcome all of you this 20th anniversary celebration of Safaricom Sacco. We will start by having a brief introduction before we move to invite the chairman to give the opening speech. Now, in terms of introductions, because of the COVID-19 restrictions and protocols, we will not be able to take the mic around or even a few mics. We will just recognize you in terms of the tables where you are seated, and then we shall announce the chairmen and CEOs of the SACCOs that are present. So we'll go table by table, and we can just clap for those who are present. From table 1, where James is seated, please raise up your hand. Let's clap for them. And I can recognize James is our immediate former, manager for internal audit. James, you can just wave to us. Yes, thanks. And then at the other table, please raise up your hand. No, those are staff. We can have a staff introduction. That table, let's give them a clap. Thank you very much. Feel welcome. Can see Felix Akuku there from SIG. And this table, let's give them a clap. Our veteran member, Colette Ongwen, is here as well. This table, let's give them a clap. Karibuni sana, feel welcome. And that table, let's give them a clap, feel welcome. Those ones are staff, so we'll be able to introduce them. And this table here, Karibuni sana, give them a clap. You are a table also, though you are alone, but we can still give you a clap all the same. And this table right here, let's give them a clap, where we have Connie, who is our immediate former director. Please feel welcome. A round of applause. And this table here, let's also give them a clap. This is a table for directors. We shall introduce all of them and the chief guest. But Margaret, please feel welcome. Thank you for always being there for us. So without further ado, let's have all the staff in front here so that we can have a brief introduction. Staff of Safaricom Sacco, please come forward. Please come forward quickly so that we can introduce you. Raphael, you are moving in the opposite direction. Forward is this way. Please come quickly. We have about 31 staff on the Sacco. So they're the ones who have been able to put this organization together, and we're really glad. So I'll leave the CEO to do the introduction. Or what would you like? I know because of the issue of mic exchange, so we can just have one person introducing all of them. CEO.
Good morning, everyone. Let me do a quick introduction. I'm Joseph Joroge, the team leader. I'm the CEO of the Sacco. On my right, we have Kelvin Ebole. He's our ICT manager. We have Tabi Karugu, who is our HR manager. Priscilla is in customer service. David Kase, he's in IT. Nelson, when I mention your name, you can wave. Nelson, he's in credit. Grace is our credit analyst. Dennis is our compliance officer. Joanne is in HR. Caleb is also in HR department. We have Anne Vivian in the marketing department. And lastly, we have Dennis Kafuna in customer service. That is a team that is with us here. Others are supporting us virtually from other stations. Thank you and welcome.
All right, thank you very much. That's the team that is driving the Sacco to where it is today, and they're doing a good job. I would like to really thank them for that. Some are not here, some are engaged from afar, some from the back office, but that is the team. So now, at the reception, where is the list of the CEOs and chairmen of SACCOs that are here? Okay, so we'd like to recognize the following. Dr. Gamaliel Hassan, the CEO of Stima Sacco. Give him a round of applause. We almost stole him, but it was a bit tough-headed. We'll get back to you. Sir Richard Nyanga, CEO Ukulima Sacco. Makofi. Alice Kimani, CEO United Sacco. Alice? Alice, where are you? Okay. Yes, karibu sana. Yes. Sorry, Simon Takui, GM Operations Police Sacco. Karibu sana. Right. Edward Mutua, Cooperative Bank. Makofi. Those have been, we've walked the whole journey with Cooperative Bank, and not just us, the whole cooperative movement. So thank you very much for your presence here. Edward Busolo, Waumini Sacco. Right there. Thank you very much. Samuel Karaoke, Waumini Sacco as well. Thank you. Asanteni. Right, so moving swiftly, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the CEO to make some remarks. I think the board of directors will be welcomed at the time the chairman will be making his remarks. So, Bwana CEO, please take to the stage and make your remarks. Asante.
Our chief guest, Jeremy Ochieng, representing CS, Ministry of ICT, Innovations and Youth. Mr. Steve Chege, representing CEO Safaricom PLC. Mr. Geoffrey Jangombe, outgoing commissioner for cooperatives. Ms. Dolphin Aremo, County Director of Cooperatives. Ms. Margaret Kamau, Sub-County Cooperative Officer, Western Sub-County. Chairpersons and CEOs of SACCOs present here today. Our partners and stakeholders. All invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this auspicious occasion as we celebrate our 20 years of exemplary service to our members. As Safaricom Sacco, we are proud to have you in this sitting. We know you've left so many schedules that you could have attended to, but you found it fit to be with us this morning. We are celebrating a journey that we have moved for the last 20 years. A journey that we can say we are proud of the achievements that we've attained so far in terms of the growth, in terms of the innovations that we've been able to do, and which has made us reach where we are today. we thank our partners and our stakeholders who have supported us throughout this journey. It has not been easy, but we thank God that at the end of the day, we can say we are a proud Sacco because we've really achieved. We know 20 years is not a small feat, and also is not a very long time. But it takes resilience, it takes hard work for us to be able to get to where we are today. So I thank you so much. One of the key issues that we are celebrating today is our ICT system, our innovation journey. And we are proud because we've been able to achieve so much in terms of digitization of our products, that we are a paperless society, from onboarding of members to loan application to your transaction in the Sacco in terms of depositing and withdrawing, all of them are paperless. I'm also proud to say that since COVID came in March 2020, all the staff have been working from home. We've never been in the office. Up to today, we've not opened our doors. And I'm seeing us still continuing with the same, because we've been able to deliver services to the members even in a better way than we could do when we are in an office setup. So all this we've been able to achieve because of the ICT innovation. Our members, they are also very comfortable with the way we are serving them, because they do also not need travel to the offices. They don't need to fill papers. When they need cash, they don't have to come to the forces. So we are very proud and we thank God for this opportunity that we are able to achieve this feat. We are also celebrating the empowerment that we've been able to give to our members. Through our products, we've been able to deliver products that are responsive to the members' needs. And through partnership with various providers, we've been able to bring services closer to the members. We have one product we call household loan. And this household loan, we are looking at all the members' needs. If you are doing a house construction, we'll be able to give you a partner who will be able to work with you. When you go to roofing, you have Mabati rolling mills will be there for you. When you are furnishing your house, you need a TV, you need a fridge. Hot point appliances will be there for you. You need furniture, Victoria Furnitures will be there to deliver the furniture for you. In terms of education, you need textbooks. Textbook center will be there to deliver books for you at your doorstep, just through the Sacco. You need tanks to harvest water. We have partnered with Roto Tanks and Top Tank. They will be able to deliver tanks to you. So what we are saying in short is, we've looked at all the requirements that a member needs, all those services that a member needs. You need to import a vehicle. We have a partner in Japan who will be able to deliver that vehicle to you here in the country. Locally here, we also have partners that you need to walk into a showroom, pick the car that you want. And this provides some kind of security and safety to the members, because we know, like in the motor vehicle importation business, people lost a lot of money. You said to agents who do not exist. At the end of the day, you lose your hard-earned money. So the Sacco ensures that the members' funds are secure, not only when in the Sacco, but even when you are doing your business. We ensure that you get value for your money. So these are some of the things that we are celebrating today. And we thank you so much for joining us, and majority of you being part of this journey. So with those few remarks, I'll stop there, but I'll be able to guide you to the next part which is also key celebration today, which is what we are calling the affordable mortgage. Safaricom Sacco started the mortgage business even way before when KMRC was coming in. We were one of the first SACCOs to have a mortgage product for our members. Our members can access up to 20 million in terms of mortgages, repairable in 15 years. So that is a product that we already had. But when the government came with the Big Four agenda and KMRC was formed, we saw a gap also that we could fill and a way that we could support the government. So we have two mortgage products. We are calling them Faraji. One is a home ownership product that you can be able to purchase a ready house. And this one is targeting the low and middle class income earners. You'll be able to access through the KMRC up to 8 million Kenya shillings. And this money you can pay it within up to a maximum of 25 years at an interest rate of 8%. And this is the lowest rate, I believe, you can be able to get in this market. And then when we were doing this product, we realized that the SACCO has been in the business of buying land. So majority of our members own parcels of land in Katani, in Kitengela, in Karen, and so many other places. And so we said, let us also empower these members to be able to construct their own homes. And then we were able to come up with a Faraji construction mortgage product. And for this product, we are able to work with the member in providing the technical support that is required. From the architects to the contractors to the QSs, all those services, we will be able to offer them to the members at a very small fee, such that the member will be able to get value for money. So that is another major milestone that we are celebrating today as a SACCO, and we are proud because we know, and so many members can testify, that the houses that they are living in today is a result of what the SACCO has been able to do for them. So for us as a SACCO, our vision is to continue to empower our members. We will continue developing innovative products. We will continue having more partners who will support our business, as in the same way they will be able to support our members. So with those few remarks, I thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much, CEO, for those remarks and for highlighting the milestones that we've been able to go through in the last 20 years. You already did as well for the ICT system. It's coming next, okay. Right, so we can move swiftly to the next stage, where I'd like to invite the chairman of Safaricom Sacco Board of Directors, Mr. Paul Musava. Chairman, you will be allowed to remove your abuogrombe for this session. Because you'll be alone there, and for the cameras to also be able to capture you.
Okay.
I forgot to tell the CEO, but that's okay.
Okay.
Karibu.
Asante sana. Good morning. Habari yenu? God is good and all the time. Asanteni sana kwa kufika. My name is Paul Musava, as you've been told. I want to quickly go through these remarks. Our chief guest, PS Jerome Ochieng, representing Joe Musheru, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of ICT, Innovations and Youth, Mr. Steve Chege, representing Peter Ndegwa, CEO of Safaricom PLC, Mr. Geoffrey Nyang'ombe, outgoing Commissioner for Cooperative, Mr. Peter Njuguna, Acting CEO Sasra, Mrs. Dolphin Aremo, County Director of Cooperative, Nairobi County, Mrs. Margaret Kamau, Sub-County Cooperative Officer, Westland Sub-County, chairpersons, CEOs of SACCOs present here, our partners and stakeholders, members of the SACCO, fellow board members, management and staff, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Good morning. I'm delighted to welcome you all on behalf of Board of Directors to our 20th anniversary celebrations. I'm thankful to all of you for having found time outside your busy schedules to be here with us today. I gratefully acknowledge your continued trust and support extended to the SACCO that have bolstered us to progress ahead over the years. Our chief guests, we thank you for honoring us with your presence here, a clear demonstration of your support to the role played by SACCOs in socioeconomic development of the country. Your passion for embracing technology in business growth cannot be overemphasized. At this juncture, allow me to introduce the board members and the supervisory committee, senior management, and the past board members who serve this great organization. So I kindly request the board of directors to stand up. The current and the former. Maybe you can come in front. Maybe just to remind ourselves that running the SACCO is, you can call it a part-time job. Sometimes you say we do this at night because during the day we have our 9 to 5 jobs, and we have, work for organizations that really demand us to apply ourselves. But over and above that, weekends and the past 5, we still step in to do this volunteer work of keeping this organization running. And so it's for that reason why we've decided to even recognize our previous board directors. According to the governance structure, you serve for only 3 years and another 3 years if members choose to elect you, so that those who passed, their term is over, but they will still continue working with them closely. And the sum of the success that we are sharing today is part of the vision and deliveries by the previous board directors. So let me start on the left. Maybe you can introduce yourself. Yeah, that's Patrick Njuguna. He works in Safaricom Finance, previous board director. Yeah, that's Kimani, also finance, Safaricom audit, so he brings a lot of challenge when it comes to auditing and making sure things get done as per the book and the policies.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Elizabeth Mudogo. I am the current lead in director for product, BDC, as well as the vice chair lady. Thank you.
Yeah, that is Elizabeth. She chairs a committee, Business Development Committee. She works for Safaricom, in charge of DigiFarm, and also she leads processes in Safaricom products, member education, and so on and so forth. All these events, she's the one who put it together. So maybe you can give an additional clap for that. Thank you, Liz.
Good morning, our guests and cooperators. Yeah, my name is Alex Okoth. I'm the Honorary Secretary to the board and a member of the Audit and Risk Committee. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the Honorable Secretary, the only director with the term honorable. He makes sure whatever is agreed is minuted as such for the, for reference. Asante sana.
Good morning, everyone. My name is George Hunja. I'm the chair of Credit Committee and a member of BBC.
Yeah, that's George Hunja. Part of the system that we'll be launching today is part of Hunja's brain work. I work with him in technology, doing work for enterprises, and so this is part of his success.
Morning, everyone. I'm Geoffrey Gekonge. I serve as the treasurer and chair the Finance and Admin Committee.
Geoffrey Gekonge is our treasurer, working for Nokia, very good in numbers, making sure that our money is safe, and every check that is signed is supposed to be signed.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Peter Chege. I'm director in the credit committee, and I'm a business person, and I'm PESA agent.
Yeah, Santa Peter Chege is a director also representing Safaricom dealers and other businessmen out there. So we have an open bond. We have Safaricom staff as members, but we also open to others. So Steve represents a bigger Safaricom dealership.
Morning, everyone. My name is Pius Musyoki, a member of the credit committee. Thank you.
Yeah, Pius again, Safaricom HR ensures that from a human resource, IHRM, and all the other laws that are applicable, he brings that talent to the board.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Boniface Modoka. I'm the current chair, Supervisory Committee. I also work for Entry in Kenya. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Supervisory Committee to ensure that we abide by the laws and the regulations, led by that gentleman. Also, Adrian is a Safaricom partner, again working closer. So our Sacco has all the partners plus the ecosystem that Safaricom works with.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Janet Cheum. I serve in the Business Development and Audit Committees. Thank you.
Janet, working for technology, tough engineer, but also representing the other agenda in the board. Because you can see we have agenda balance in the board. Thanks to the nominations committee, Mr. Kiuru, you're doing a good job.
Good morning, members. My name is Connie Khayundi, a former board member. I was the last vice chair when this product was starting, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. So that's Connie. She was in the board for like, is it 9 or 13 years? 9 years of service. She works for Nokia. Again, Nokia is a greater partner for Safaricom. She was in charge of the BDC committee before she handed over to my vice, Elizabeth. So, asante sana, Connie, and thank you for coming. Thank you, guys. You can sit. So, as you have seen, the board has various talents from various teams, from various organizations. Everybody bringing his A game, his strength into the board so that we take quality decisions for the interest of the Sacco. And so 20 years ago is a major milestone for an institution, as it is for individual. Our celebration is not much of a festivity, but a solemn occasion to pause and look back at the 20 years journey. A moment ahead at the mountains that we have to climb. So today we pay homage to the founders of this organization. In the coming weeks and months, we will reflect on how faithful we have been to their vision and ideals. It was a result of their tenacity that Safaricom Sacco was born in the year 2001 to provide members with the opportunity to make savings, access loans, to develop and improve their economic and social status. It was a very modest beginning. We started with 1 staff and an initial capital of less than 100 million. Today, we boast of assets in excess of 7 billion, 13,000 members, and 32 staff. From working in a physical papers office to almost now we can say 80% of our operations are paperless, supported by, of course, by a secure digital platform that is based on the cloud with bank-like capabilities, and we're able to serve global membership. I was telling PS this morning, I was very happy that last week, the chama where my mom is deep in the village, they were able to subscribe to this particular Sacco using, of course, 3G technology. And, for me, that is a moment that, I was able to reflect and say we have a platform that is able to serve somebody deep in the village without traveling into Nairobi. They're able to onboard their chama into a Sacco, as well as we're able to serve our members, either former Safaricom or former Nokia or former members of these who are either working in any of the global organizations using the same platform. And so it does not matter whether you're deep in the village or you're working in San Jose in California or in Westlands, which is the CBD of Nairobi, because we have a platform that gives you these capabilities. So as we look back to whether we have been true and faithful to the dreams of our founding fathers, we can say with pride that we have played our part. Throughout our 20 years journey, we have had a look to continuously at our business model from being a process-driven to result-driven, member-centric organization. And so our operating environment demands us to be agile, to be flexible, to serve the dynamic nature of our membership. Whereas initially the vision was to serve that one Safaricom PLC employee, the membership has really changed. Some of them moved. They have moved from various stages of their life. So you find that that member wanted a piece of land, now he wants to build, now he wants a mortgage. Then he has a family. Maybe he wants to go for a holiday. Maybe he needs to import a car. Maybe he needs to furnish his house. And the CEO forgot to mention that we also have a benevolence fund, and we've seen it coming through for us, especially now during the COVID times, where you're able to insure your family members, both sides from the in-laws, on this other side if they were to pass on, and within 24 hours, thanks to our partnership with CUSCO, you're able to get those funds coming through for you to give the last respect for your members. So our Sacco, we continue being agile to be able to meet the dynamic requirements of our membership. And we've also strived to do so while ensuring financial soundness, even in the most turbulent environments. The Sacco was able to navigate the most financially stressful environment, such as the impact of COVID-19, which we have leverages on its prowess in technology. And as the CEO has reminded you, this is our second year we are celebrating running full business operations without being physically in the office. By the time COVID was happening, we had launched this platform, and we've been able to service our members. We're able to have the most successful AGM in our history of 20 years. We had the highest number of turnout, 4,000 members attending the GM, being able to deliberate on the matters, being able to take decisions, pass resolutions using a virtual platform, including members who are in different time zones as us. When we used to, before Corona, or BC, before Corona, we used to have an attendance of 500 members in our Westlands, and it was very chaotic. But thanks to technology and this platform, we're able to do that. And so, looking into the future, we must redesign ourselves for the new challenges and opportunities that the economy faces. We must be very wary of providing old answers to new problems, such as how to offer the best products and services to our members and remain faithful to the stakeholders. The Sacco members of 20 years ago is not the Sacco member of today, and will be different in the next 20. Above all, we must continue to be at the center of social and economic transformation and in the creation of fair and inclusive societies that provide equal opportunity to all men and women, for every individual, irrespective of their circumstances of birth. We remain focused in delivering our key strategic objectives, which include growth in assets and revenue, regulatory compliance, return to members, and having a wow customer experience. We shall continually invest on human resources development, focusing on training, staff wellness, staff recognition, competitive remuneration, and career growth. And so, maybe just to illustrate, this week, the last 2 months, we've been able to use, again, this platform to interact with our members, get their views, and initially we used to engage our members once per year, and the AGM would be very chaotic. Everyone would save the complaints, and the AGM will become very chaotic, and Madam Waremo have seen this. And so we've changed strategy, and we're able to interact with our members on a weekly basis every Thursday, 1 hour. We get ideas, we listen to them, and we've been able to move our Net Promoter Score from a low of 45 to a high of 75, as I checked 2 weeks ago. And so that shows if you're able to listen to your membership and use technology to solve problems, you can really make progress. The last AGM, customer service was a big issue, and based on the technology that you're using now, we're able to interact with members more oftenly, and we're able to listen to them and make changes. And so to our members, I would like to thank you for the patronage and the continued support to the Sacco. Without you, the Sacco wouldn't have experienced the growth we are celebrating today. To celebrate our contribution as proud members of Safaricom Sacco, we have reviewed some products as below. corner loan, we have reduced the interest from 5% to 3% and increased the limit to Kenya shillings 100,000. So initially, when things are thick, we could quickly go to the platform and borrow up to 50,000 shillings at 5%. We are reducing that because we know times are hard and we are listening. Sacco, we want to walk with you the journey. Pamoja loan, we have extended the repayment from a period of 6 months to again to 12 months. Pamoja loan is a product that we came up with as soon as COVID hit last year. We worked with SASRA and we were able to lend to our members below 1%. We got a short-term approval for 6 months because by then we thought the pandemic is passing. It's just going to be here for 6 months. We are now in the second year. And so because of that, we have to adjust this product for another 12 months. We have also waived all the charges on PesaLink transactions for a period of 20 days. Our Sacco has integrated with all the 5 major banks in Kenya today: NCBA, Cooperative, Kenya Commercial Bank. We also have an account with Central Bank, and we're able to move money from our Sacco to any of these major banks digitally, and we've increased the limit. So you do not have to come to the Sacco like we used to do with the draw cash, then take it to this particular place, or queue to write to get a banker's check. You're able to move this money digitally from the platform. And so because of that, and in celebration of this, for the next 20 days, we are going to waive all the charges. So on behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to recognize our customers, business partners, stakeholders, as well as the government for your continued support. We also wish to thank our management and employees for their continued agility, resiliency through this crisis. They have demonstrated deep commitment to this business and have no doubt that with their continued efforts, we will emerge even stronger. I would like to sincerely thank my fellow board members for their counsel, support, dedication throughout the year, and for delivering a strong corporate governance environment. I cannot recognize our stakeholders without most sincerely thanking Safaricom PLC, who, beside hosting our offices at Safaricom Care Center, they continue to provide us, among others, managed security services and hosting our infrastructure on the cloud services. And so I think at this juncture, I really want to emphasize on this point that, for the most circles, as we continue digitizing and moving to the digital cyberspace, the bad guys, and I was telling the PS this morning, the bad guys are also not sleeping. They're also innovating the ways of, attacking or trying to break into these systems and be able to lose money. And it's quite unfortunate some circles have really fallen into this. And so we took a decision 3 years ago to go the managed security services way. And of course, as you have seen the talent we have in the board, we're able to come up with managed security services, and we've been a beneficiary of that. We sleep easy. We sleep easy, knowing very well that our system is cloud-based. It is accessible from anywhere in the world, as you've seen in the membership. We sleep easy, knowing very well that our digital assets are safe because this product really works. And so what I would urge the other circles who are here and the CEOs is if you can have an opportunity to talk to Alex here from Enterprise, Hunja, myself, and others, we can be able probably to share experience. It's quite unfortunate that every year there's also a cyber attack and this circle loses money, a substantial amount of money, okay? And so if you're able to have this product, at least you can be able to sleep easy and focus on high-value activities like ensuring that your members are happy, innovating on your products, and doing what you are good at. Because cyber attacks are here with us, the bad guys are not sleeping. And with the connectivity that is global, the bad guys are not the bad guys in Mulot and university campuses and all over. The threat is global. So you're talking about those guys are bad guys in India, Russia, China, and all over Eastern Europe. So it's a question of ensuring that we outsource through various technology partners, getting the right products so that your digital assets are safe. And it's through that you're able to win the confidence and trust of the membership. Because when money is lost in the circle, nobody trusts the directors are doing the right thing. And so we can be able to do this. So you should not fear technology. We should adopt technology so that we're able to deliver better. Remember, no organization has a divine right to exist. Therefore, our toolbox, our responses must accordingly evolve. We shall continuously adjust our sails to respond to situations beyond our control, because we must reach our destination of economic empowerment for our membership and the greater citizens of this country. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless Safaricom Sacco. God bless Kenya.
Pole, Chairman. Thank you very much, Chairman. Let's give him another round of applause. There are several things that he said that are critical, but we may not have taken them very seriously, especially the members that are present here. For other SACCOs that are present, he has mentioned about managed security that is provided by Safaricom PLC. As he says, you know, for all board members in all the SACCOs and every other place, there is indemnity. Like in Safaricom Sacco, it's 4 million on the head of everyone. So one way in which you can lose that 4 million easily is through cyber attack. Because if you are attacked and you did not have any cover for yourself, then you have nothing to say. If you had an opportunity to have the managed security and you did not take that opportunity and you were attacked, then you will have nothing to say. But if you had that and you're covered, because it doesn't mean that you'll never be attacked, but at least you did something. For our members, he has just mentioned that you know, the Pamoja loan that we started because of the pandemic last year for 6 months has now been extended to, the repayment is now 12 months. And it is 0.8%. That is 8% per annum. I think in the industry there is no other loan, even in other SACCOs, that is lower than that. Because it's even on a reducing balance, meaning it's not even 8% per annum. So take advantage of that. It's only, I hope, Chairman, you'll not take it back so quickly. Let the members enjoy it for events. Yeah, because you can't get such a loan of 8%. You can't, yeah. So thank you very much for those remarks. Before we proceed, and I'd like to invite the ICT manager to come forward and do a demonstration of what we have in our system. We have been joined by the acting CEO of SIC. SIC is Safaricom Investment Committee. SIC is a child of the SACCO. It was born from the SACCO because the SASRA does not allow SACCOs to get involved in risky business. So we were told, please form another wing that can get involved in that. So that's how SIC was born, SIC. And we are glad that Madam Sarah Wahogo is present. Please give a round of applause to Sarah. Where are you seated, Sarah? We'd like to recognize you. There. Yeah, a giant, but seated very far behind. Feel welcome. Huh? Yeah, we have also been joined by the CEO of Craft Silicon, Frederick Okwaro. Where are you? Yes, right here. Please give him a clap. The current system that we are using, the core banking system, that is BR.net, was given to us by Craft Silicon. Actually, it's being handed over officially today. We've been implementing it slowly by slowly since almost 2 years ago, but today it will be handed over so that officially we can have it. And we have seen a great improvement in, in customer service because of that system that is so versatile that we can be able to manipulate and just, put the things that our SACCO needs. So thank you very much. Apart from that, we have also been joined by Reba Mudavadi from Craft Silicon as well. Where is she? Yeah, there. Yeah, Karibu. Elijah Njuki from Craft Silicon. Thank you very much. We had a very, very good working relationship as we were, developing and implementing this system. From the umbrella body, CUSCO, we have been joined by James Olenkiti, the Acting Chief Operations Officer. Karibu sana. Karibu sana. And then the governor himself, governor of County 048, Arnold Munene. Karibu, karibu, karibu. Okay. Then we also have Boniface Ayubu, Chairman Chai Sacco. Where are you? Yes, karibu sana. Please clap for him. And we have the director of DigiFarm, Mr. Omondi Konditi himself. Where are you? Omondi Kasigi. Please feel welcome and thanks for your presence. ICT manager? Yes, Kelly. So we want to have a small demonstration.
Good morning again. Thank you for setting the call. We don't take it for granted. It has been a major milestone just to have you here to give some time to launch this, what we call subsidy. It's just a branch of what we can talk about in terms of the system. The journey has been long, and I believe when we want to speak about where we are from, we have to acknowledge, and I'll quote some words from one Carl Sagan, that you have to know the past to understand the present. And this is where we had to dig from to understand our problem statement. Back then when we started off, the journey 20 years is actually a very long time, but I can only take you back to 2017, 2018 when we started this particular journey. And for a fact, our problem statement was very clear. We wanted to address security aspect. We wanted to address the manual aspect and automation. We wanted to have most of our products given in a way that is more innovative than what we currently have. And right now, as we speak, what I want to take you through is just a branch of what we are launching to you as the members, and the achievement, one of the milestones that we're celebrating today as we turn 20 years. And what I'm going to present to you is a mobile banking platform dubbed Subsidy. Subsidy is actually picked from what we have as our what we call our problem statement, rather. What we that is a Siri. There's a word I'm trying to look for. There's a word I'm trying to look for. But anyway, Siri, our core values. Core values Siri, meaning we are trying to focus and ensure that we are giving you an innovative way to deal with the customer focus, innovation, reliability in terms of our development of and delivery of service, and also integrity even as we do that. So if we may just log in to our digital platform here. What we have is currently available on Android and also on iOS. So this is a demo, and I'll give a disclaimer right now. Though my name appears there, these are not my actual details on the account. So I will appreciate if nobody should follow me after this. So as you can see on the screen, what you are trying to do is try to give more than what is given. Most of the circles, when they talk to you, or most of the institutions, when they talk to you about what they have, they will only give you the basics. But then the question was, how do we go further than that? What can we give that is more than what we already know? Then I will navigate to option 1, which is the total force balance. And right here, you can have a view of what the products and services that we have. You can easily click on the mini statement and view all that. We have a number of menus at the bottom, and I'll only focus on what is outstanding. We have the basics, like I mentioned, and we are only going to focus on what's outstanding. So on the first section, as you can see, we have airtime purchase. So you can easily buy airtime to any of the service providers currently right now in Kenya, directly from your mobile phone, easy as ABC. You can view your statement, your current FOSA statement. And when I say FOSA statement, you know what I mean. That is FOSA statement basically means it is the front office savings activity. So to us, this is the bank. So what you're trying to do is trying to elevate what you have as a Sacco to more of a banking facility. So when you look at mobile money is what most of the products normally offer out there. So you can withdraw to any of your to M-Pesa accounts, to M-Pesa wallet, and you can easily deposit. And again, this is the integration that you're talking about. When we partnered with the partners, we've spoken about Craft Silicon, who have been very influential in this journey. We've spoken about Safaricom PLC, who have been very influential in this journey. This is a one-step kind of an approach. And anytime you need to deposit to the Sacco, you just need to log into your account, click on deposit. You can choose to deposit from either your account. You can choose to deposit to any other Sacco account. Easy as that. And you can also deposit directly from your M-Pesa wallet. And this is powered by the Safaricom PLC STK push. If you go back a step back, funds transfer, and this is where I really want to emphasize and put some more effort and what we call the value-added services. So internal funds transfer is mainly what we talk about. Those are intra-transaction accounts, intra-transaction transfers. So if I need to transfer money to a fellow Sacco member, it's so easy for me to do that. Just basically log into this to the app and do the same. But what I want to focus much on, and the chairman mentioned this, is the external funds transfer. And this is where we've partnered with the PesaLink, provided the channel to directly interact with 32 banks as per the IPSL listed banks. And you can do transactions from this seamlessly from your home up to a tune of 999. That is basically up to the tune of $1 million. And right now we've waived the fee. So I really want to emphasize on this particular product. It's something that you really want to do because working from home, we do not want to have a lot of interactions. So you can easily do a transfer to any of the bank provided it's listed there, and it's seamless, easy as you do it to go. Can go back just a step. We have other value-added services, like I mentioned, and I can actually talk about this the whole day, but I really want to save on some time. Well, utility bills, we normally do a lot of transactions, payment to banks, payment to water bills, Nairobi Water. So this is what we have. You can easily pay off your water bills. You can easily pay your Kenya Power bills, DSTV, GoTV, and anything that you want is easily and seamlessly provided for in this particular application. So we'd like to encourage for you who already have this with them, take some time, go through it, see what is offered. We can go back a step. Then service requests. Right here, we are trying to address a particular pain point. And I mentioned to you that all of what we do is actually coined from a problem statement. So the problem statement in this particular service request was that on standing orders, we have a lot of members who normally come in, and they want to queue in and set up standing orders. We have members who are actually defaulting or missing their loan payments because they did not set up the standing orders. But this particular service that we have here means that any member can actually do it at the comfort of their house. So you can easily log in, set up an internal standing order. So we have running at the specified periods at specified intervals. So the funds, of course, will be running based on what you specified, and you're going to have that iterating until when you want to stop it, until you continue saving. So this is a savings culture, and also trying to talk to the credit perspective where we need you to be paying your loans. Then I will go back a step and just focus on the ATMs, ATM card. And I know it may look like a misplaced, but it's actually a very critical security feature. Normally, I think in one occasion or two occasions, I've been called even late at night, as late as around 11 p.m. A member has lost the card or is not sure exactly where the card is. So this, again, is a problem statement. And the solution was here. You can easily log into the app and block your card at whatever time. That means if you've lost your card right now, you're not sure where it is. So this is where you need to ensure that you've managed this particular aspect. So you can block directly or unblock as a request, then we need to review and do the same. So we can go back 2 steps, back to the homepage. So even as it does that, we actually coined this particular application based on a problem statement. And I know what most circles and what most institutions normally have is mainly focused on a need to have. What can we do to our members just to ensure that they're convenient? So for us to have more of convenience and problem actually addressing the particular issues. So we can go to loans, and I know this particular section is very important, especially now that we're in a savings and credit kind of a society. And right here, you can have a view of all the loans that you actually have. You can do a loan application. it was mentioned that we have a number of loan facilities with us. Currently, we have 4 mobile loan products. What we have running is the corner loan, which the chairman was very kind enough to increase the limit. I'll try it after this because I need some money. So I thank you for that. And the Rununu advance, of course, with the limits that they come with it. We also have 2 other products that are more of seasonal products. So we have the Xmas loan and the rebates advance loan. So when that time comes, then they avail, and members can actually apply for them, and they're paid. You can pay them on that particular section and a loan repayment. So like I mentioned, I want to focus on the things that are outstanding so that they don't take much of the time. On the applied loans, that is the next tab. We were talking about monitoring. Go back, please. Applied loans. The second tab, top. We were talking about problem statement and convenience. So one of the things and one of the reasons why we were getting a lot of calls from our members was, I think I did apply for a loan. I'm not sure where exactly it is. Can you just give me a view or just tell me where it is right now? So the problem statement, like we mentioned, was in this particular case is members are calling us to inquire about the status of their loans. So on this particular section, and I think we may have some issue with the connectivity of this area, but what this normally is trying to address is you can track your loans. If you've applied for a loan and you want to see at what particular stage it is, then this is where you need to go and see the exact spot where it is. So I think we may be having some issues with the connection right here. No, I will not mention that. So, so anyway, from what I see here, I don't think I have anything to show because I may not have any loans that I've applied for. So if you have an applied loan, then you'll see it and you'll see exactly at what stage it is. Then another particular aspect that I want to highlight is the, if you can go to the loan guarantee. And on the loan guarantee, we've spoken about our loans being digital. All our short-term and long-term loans are actually on the digital platform. We have a separate application called the Internet Banking Platform. And these actually, we've availed all our loans, and all the loans can be applied, and we do not actually do paperwork. So what that means is when the member has actually done the application and he has attached the specified guarantors, they need to go at that particular section and click on approve, and the loan is processed, actually received as an application, processed, and completed from our end. So even as we fight the connectivity issues at this section, I think I will just also just highlight, not to go deep in. We have the loan limit where you can check your limits. We have the loan calculator where you can do you can actually calculate a particular loan even before you take it. So account statement, of course, you can check your particular statement. So basically, what we're trying to put, or what we're trying to say, is that we have a number of services that are offered in this particular platform, and the deeper you go, it's more or less like an onion. The deeper you go, then the more you realize. The deeper you go, then there's more to give. And I think at this juncture, I don't know if the connection is quite good, or we can leave it at that. We can leave it at that for now, but at this juncture, I would just like to thank, like I mentioned earlier on, Safaricom PLC. I would like to thank Safaricom PLC. They've been actually our very critical partners even as we did this. In terms of managed security and cloud infrastructure, we've walked the journey with them. They've actually, from the design of the architecture to the point of delivery, we have walked side by side. And again, like the chairman had mentioned, our number one problem statement was security. And it's actually, from an IT perspective, quite difficult for you to sleep at night, knowing that your assets are dangling and they're not quite safe. So we thank Safaricom PLC for the work. I cannot mention anything about the system without thanking the Craft Silicon team. And I know the Craft Silicon team have actually been very instrumental. And on behalf of the staff and the management, we actually thank you a lot. I know a lot of mentions have been coined in this, but the work has been fruitful. Whenever we talk about this and we speak about the work we've done and we receive accolades, I only think about the much effort that we've done. And I think it's only fair, because I think I had a 30-minute slot, that I just give you some 5 minutes, Bwana Okwaro, just to say something about the engagement and what we've done before we actually close this session. And for those who are here and actually very curious about how we onboard, you can visit or you can talk to any of us, and we can actually onboard you right here, right now, because you're digital. Everything's digital for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kevin. The chief guest, Jeremy Chieng, PS, Ministry of ICT, Mr. Steve Chege, Chief Corporate Affairs Officer, Safaricom PLC, Mr. Geoffrey Jangombe, Outgoing Commissioner for Cooperatives, all invited guests, CEOs and chairmen of all SACCOs present, and all protocols observed. Good morning. I would like to thank Safaricom Sacco for giving us this opportunity, giving us a stage, and actually helping us to talk to all the SACCOs that are present here today. You can see that I'm not presenting anything for you because you have seen what Safaricom Sacco has presented, and they are loudly saying that they have gotten this courtesy of Craft Silicon. Please let us clap for Craft Silicon. I'm very happy that among us today are several SACCOs, and those are institutions that we target. Craft Silicon provides solutions for commercial banks, microfinance institutions, and SACCOs. And we have been talking to several SACCOs, some of them here today, and I'm happy they can see what we can do with them. We serve several SACCOs who are already working with us. And for those who are not working with us and are present here today, we welcome you to talk to us. We have all sorts of products like Safaricom, everything they are doing with us. But we can still give you channels when you are using another core, or give you our core product when you are using other channels. We can integrate to anything. Craft Silicon is a local company based here in Nairobi. We sit in the head office, but we have a development office in India, based out of Bangalore. We also have another office in Ahmedabad in India. We have support office in Uganda, in Kampala. We have another support office in Dar es Salaam. We have a support office in Accra. And we are putting support offices everywhere that we have a cluster of clients. We have about 200 clients spread out across Africa. We have clients in Asia. We are trying to go into Southeast Asia. We have a client actually in South America. So with all these clients, we have built knowledge that we can share with you. What you have seen presented here by Safaricom Sacco was built between a collaboration between us and them. As Kelvin has said here clearly, they had a problem statement they wanted to solve. So we discussed with them, and together we come up with that solution. I want to invite all of the other SACCOs that are represented here to come talk to us and see how we can work together to solve the problems that they are facing. I'm not here to market. I'm only here to tell you what we can work with you to give to your members. At the end of the day, the CEOs and chairmen of SACCOs that are here are actually in office representing members who are the owners of those SACCOs. What we are saying is that we can work with you to give value to those members. So please, we want to welcome you. I have my head of marketing here, Mr. Sharma. I would like you to come here and tell the members who are present what products we can offer to them. Mr. PS, before I leave, I just want to tell you that we are also pioneer members of the Metro Technopolis City at Konza. We already taken up space there, and we are putting up a center. We want to be at the head of innovation in this country. We were pioneer members when the Technopolis was started, and we want to be among the first people to actually move our head office into Konza. Thank you very much. Mr. Sharma, please.
morning, everyone. It's been a pleasure to represent Craft Silicon, and it's really a delightful and a proud moment for Safaricom Sacco. The milestones which has been explained by the leaders has been really very heartwarming, and really I think we should give a round of applause for all the achievements. So without taking much time, I'll quickly browse through what Craft Silicon is capable of doing. As well explained by our Deputy CEO, Mr. Okwaro, that we are a company which is from Kenya. We are a local company. We are made in Africa for Africa. So all the organization which has a focus, especially in Kenya and Africa, the choice is Craft Silicon. You please talk to us. We are not there to sell any product, but do a need analysis to see how we can partner with you and how we can make the journey of the customer really seamless, digital, and convenient. So that's going to be the ethos of the discussion. And we have our team members and a very dedicated stall where our sales and marketing team members are there. Please talk to us. I would be available to also engage with you. But something more on Craft Silicon. We started the journey almost more than 2 decades ago, and now we are present in 40 countries with over 300 plus satisfied customers. We serve not only the banks, SACCOs and MFIs, we take pride in serving the communities and making financial inclusion and access to finance happen. So the organization is also has over 1,000 plus skilled professionals spread across India, Asia, and various other countries in Africa. What we are very proud of is our core banking suite. The core banking suite is something which is the heart of any financial institution, and I'm very proud to also update that we are soon launching a new version of core banking which is called Nimble, which has whole slew of services which makes a bank not only a successful brick and mortar bank but a digital bank. So a mobile or an internet or on a tablet, the entire banking services would be available all on cloud, all which is fully secure and completely fungible across multiple omni-channels. Digital channel is something which is our I would say the strength, and we have the whole digital channel suite, right from the internet banking where all the retail and corporate customer can access. It is an open platform device, so you could align with any of the devices, and it is something which is very, very flexible and simple to use. Mobile banking is something which is need of the hour. Everybody wants to transact on the mobile. So mobile banking is something which we have dwelled lot of focus and development in terms of making that. I would like to thank our development team for coming out with a very, very seamless and simple to use mobile banking tool, which is Elma. Then we have a tool which is on field customer acquisition. Field customer acquisition, when we talk about, no customer wants to visit the branch anymore. If I have to ask or survey the team here in terms of when you had visited the branch, the answer would be we are using ATMs or internet banking or even M-Pesa. So as we go along, even the onboarding of the customer is not happening on the mobile, is not happening on the branches, it is happening on mobile. So we have a digital field automation where right from clicking the photograph to have a eKYC integration on a live platform is something where you can have your client onboarded digitally, remotely, without the client visiting the branch. So that is something which we are very proud of, and that is need of the hour. Chatbots is now a new buzzword. What is chatbot? You can look at some of the standard FAQs, which is a question a customer would ask a branch or a call center, and come out something which is clearly integrated through a WhatsApp. We could look at even a WhatsApp way of acquiring customers. So technology has gone to that milestone that we can customize our requirements in terms of what a customer would demand. and we can customize through a robot, and a chat robot can work 24/7, unlike a costly call center or any of the means which is employed in our branches. So chatbot is also a need of the hour, and it is present there. So in case your existing business model does not have it, we foresee that in times to come, chatbots will be integral as mobile banking. So further, AI-based credit scoring engine is something which we have scaled over years. When I talk about credit score, today if you look at a small amount of loan which has to be given to the end customer, it is a very, very costly channel. If we ask our customer to visit a branch, fill a 10-page form, and then a credit committee sits and take a decision, already 15 days are gone, and the customer who wanted the fund yesterday has borrowed from money sharks. So the idea and the responsibility of a Sacco, bank, any financial institution is to look at how credit scoring can be in instant, in minutes, in seconds. So talk to us. We have a very diversified credit score engine which will automate your credit policy. So there is no subjectivity involved, there is no influence involved of the team, and a small amount of loan can be quickly borrowed with a click of button through our artificial intelligence enabled credit score engine. And we have also dwelled on cognitive services where sentiment analysis of your customer. Today when we have to employ a market research which takes almost 2 months to survey whether your customers are happy or not, we can have a digital survey through a sentiment analysis in which the customer feedback on your quality of services can be known. Quality of services is integral for the success of financial institution, because when the customer has to go, they leave the institution, they leave it immediately. So it is important for us to have a very cognitive and a very focused skill in terms of assessing the quality of services. Without taking much time, I'll also give emphasis on loan on phone. Loan on phone is a service which can change the fortune of any institution. Why? Because loan on phone enables the end customer for a small ticket loan as small as $700 get loan in less than 5 minutes. This is unheard of in earlier years when there was a credit committee and a whole slew of a relationship manager taking a call. With loan on phone, everything is digital, including onboarding of a customer, and in some cases the customer may not be even the customer of the bank or Sacco, it could be a new prospective client. Onboarding, digitizing, credit scoring, cognitive way of analyzing whether the customer is good, having a psychometric inbuilt is all part of loan on phone, and we are capable of delivering it. So I would briefly dwell upon SME banking toolkit in my last couple of slides. In SME banking toolkit, we enable credit scoring for SME, where the SME business is mostly cash-based. We employ smart and enterprise relationship analysis where invoicing, inventory management of our SME can be done digitally, which gives you rare insight into credit proprietary score, which you can align in terms of giving lending to SME on real-time basis. So that is on SME. And now talking about our latest venture, which is Little Cab. If you have used it, we are very proud that Craft Silicon designed its system. Today we have over 100,000 drivers across some of the locations of Africa. Over 1 million customers use it. And we are again thankful to Safaricom to join us in initial journey and motivating us to become such a large entity now. We are also involved in the various analytical and smart tools. That is also part of us. And in the end, we take our corporate social responsibility very seriously. We have a bus which is solar paneled, where we have till now given education to 25,000 students who are far-fetched. There is a dedicated bus in Craft Silicon. Should the respected governors and the key members here would want us that the bus should visit their location, we'll be more than glad to help and ensure that we are able to make an inclusive and a very, very focused society where we serve for the well-being of the communities and greater success to Kenya. So that is what Craft Silicon is all about. It is all about success about the community, and that is it from our end. We will be more than glad to have an engagement with you, and would be a pleasure to serve your organization, not from only sales perspective, but how we can help the end communities to have access to finance through your Sacco, your financial institution, and we continue to support Safaricom Saccos for greater height. Today it's tier 1. I foresee that it becomes a universal bank and much bigger than the biggest bank in the country. So my heartiest congratulations once again, and with due respect to all the board, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Craft Silicon team. You've been able to showcase what you have done with Safaricom Sacco and what you're able to do. And the SACCOs that are represented here, I'm sure will be able to contact you if they need the same service. When a chief guest, I think now we shall move swiftly because we have about 1 more hour. May I take this opportunity to invite Madam Margaret Kamau, the sub-country cooperative officer for Westland sub-country. Kindly come forward and make some remarks before you can then invite on my behalf Madam Dolphin Aremo to make her remarks. Let's give her a clap as she comes in.
Thank you very much, the chief guest, Outgoing Commissioner for Cooperative, CEO invited, and chairmans present, and all invited guests, all protocols observed. I'll just give my remarks briefly. My name is Margaret Kamau. I'm the Sub-County Cooperative Officer and Supervisor for Safaricom Sacco. I'll just say that about Safaricom Sacco, one, the Sacco observe good corporate governance, and it's compliant with all the registration, also with the SASRA regulations. The society is able to get the best readership through the nomination committee, whereby we check the skills and competence before you come to the board. That is what we look at. So it has the best readership in press, and that's why the society is successful. The society was able to hold the AGM virtually and array in February, and it was my first AGM in the sub-county, which was successful virtually. In terms of growth, the society, despite of COVID-19 pandemic, there is a lot of growth shown in terms of membership and also in loans to members. In conclusion, the Safaricom Sacco is doing very well. I can attest to that, and also it is moving in the right direction. I'll end there and take this opportunity to invite the Director, Cooperatives, Nairobi County. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our chief guest, sir, the PS, Mr. Jerome, our outgoing commissioner, chairman and your board, cooperators, good morning. I'm indeed privileged to be here with you today. My name is Dolphin Arema. I'm the county director of cooperatives, and I would like to welcome you to the county. We are the county of choice to live, work, and invest in. Our chief guest, sir, cooperatives is a devolved function, and that is how we are in Nairobi County. Our role in the county is to promote growth and development of cooperatives. The county has about 5,000 cooperatives, majority of which are savings and credit like Safaricom Sacco. We have mobilized total assets to the tune of 400 billion, and our commissioner will be able to confirm to you that majority of the cooperatives that thrive are in Nairobi County. Safaricom Sacco is one of the DT cooperatives by virtue of the fact that it's also under SASRA, the regulator, and we are proud because it is also a billionaire cooperative. Nairobi County commands 60 billionaires. And I want to confirm that from where I sit, we handle a lot of complaints, sometimes from members, but this is one society that I've never seen a member coming to complain that they're not able to get good services. I am proud of your performance. Please do not let us down. One of the challenges that I have is about governance. When the board of directors were being introduced, I also noted that majority of them are relatively young. In most of the cooperatives, that is a serious challenge, the aging membership. And the challenge, therefore, is for us to think without the box, to be innovative, to recruit, even outside the main catchment areas. We are indeed happy about your 20 years existence. You have been able to serve your members well, Mr. Chairman. That is not a mean achievement. The sky is the limit. Without much ado, therefore, in the interest of time, allow me to take this opportunity. You have been told we have an outgoing commissioner. There are recent developments in the department. He'll be able to mention this now that we also have other chairmen around who may not be privy to this information. Mr. Geoffrey Changombe is representing the Commissioner of Cooperatives. He has been the commissioner, but is an outgoing. Karibu sana, sir. Come and talk to the leaders. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director Remo. Good morning. Our chief guest, PS Jerome, representing our Cabinet Secretary for ICT, Innovation and the Youth, the Chairperson, Board of Directors, your Supervisory Committee, other partners, and our service providers, representatives from Cooperative Bank, CUSCO, the Chief Executive Officers, and representatives of other SACCOs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to join you in your 20th anniversary as you mark 20 years of excellent service to your members. You've been able as a SACCO to provide affordable credit, innovative and accessible financial services. We also commend you for the launch of this system that has been displayed here. The government recognizes the continued role of the corporate sector in the realization of equitable socio-economic development of our country. The sector has immensely contributed towards resource mobilization for investment in our economy, provision of affordable housing to majority of our population, and aggregation on farm produce for increased household incomes to farmers. I appreciate the contribution that Safaricom has done in this regard, and it is one of the very most vibrant SACCOs with a membership of 13,000, an asset base of 7.4 billion, deposits to to the tune of 6 billion and loan portfolio of 5.6 billion. This is not a mean achievement, and as I'll check the figures, I appreciate that you've been able to record a growth rate of 14%. I'm also happy to note that you have a variety of savings and credit products for members to choose from. Members are urged to enhance their savings in the cooperatives, which has proved to be a major source of investment for financing. Members are also encouraged to save more to be able to increase their capacity to borrow. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for the cooperatives to remain competitive and responsive to emerging business trends, we continue to formulate appropriate policy, legal and institutional framework to support the sector. In the recent past, the State Department has undertaken quite a number of reforms in the Sacco sector. One is coming up with a program or a new way of bringing on board shared services. This will really give the SACCOs a platform to be able to even be admitted in the national payment system. And for the first time, the SACCOs will be able to even interborrow from each other, just like the banks. And to enhance good governance and ethics, the department is working closely with the other government agencies to weed out unethical practices and conduct in the sector. In addition, we are working on the establishment, I mentioned this, of the central liquidity, and also I commend you for having a very good nomination committee. And I came with one of my members, Espon, is a member of that nomination committee. This is to ensure that the leadership that comes into this circle, there are people who come with clean hands. And just like your mother company, Safaricom has a good name. So, Lady, I urge other circles to emulate that. As we come on board, Lady, we choose leaders of good integrity, and we maintain the same and evolve a culture of good governance and service to our members in the cooperative sector. Ladies and gentlemen, leveraging on information and communication technology enhances efficiency in service delivery to customers. I'm happy to note that Safaricom puts ICT as a priority area, and that today you have launched a very good system. As a department, we also appreciate your involvement in supporting the government agenda of offering affordable housing through your mortgage product at affordable cost. I urge the members of the Sacco to take advantage of this initiative and patronize the product and buy or build houses. Shelter is a basic need, and as a cooperator, we urge you to use these low-cost loans to own a house. We take cognizance of the effect of COVID-19 and the initiative the Sacco has done to cushion its members by lowering the interest rates and giving a moratorium. Other Saccos I know have done similar initiative, but I think you have really gone out of your way to make sure that your members are comfortable. I commend the initiative by the cooperative movement for establishing the Cooperative COVID Committee. That was done last year. And this was in practice of one of the cooperative principles of concern for the community. As you celebrate 20 years of empowering members, it is noteworthy that the Sacco has consistently delivered a constant 12% rate of dividend on share capital for the last 5 years, ranking it among the top in the industry. I encourage you to drive innovation through implementation of technology-driven products and services, developing new business processes and practices as you focus on your strategic objective. Mr. Chairman, as I conclude, I once again thank the leadership and the membership of Safaricom for the great performance over the years and the team spirit exhibited in your operation for the last 20 years. I encourage you to continue embracing good leadership, membership training, and patronage to guarantee sustainable and prosperity of your Sacco. With these remarks, ladies and gentlemen, let us congratulate the Sacco for 20 years. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Jangombe, for the time that you have served in this capacity. We have enjoyed your patronage, we have enjoyed your guidance. I recall earlier this year, the chairman and I were with you when you invited the CS during that CIC function in Amboseli, and you have been able to assist the Sacco fraternity to pass through important legislation through Parliament, and because of that, we thank you most sincerely. So let us give him another round of applause and wish him all the best in his future assignments. Now, we have almost come to the end, Chief Guest, and we thank you very much for your patience and for having come very early. At this juncture, we'd like to invite Mr. Steve Chege, but kindly Mr. Omondi Kasidi, Director DigiFarm, kindly assist me to invite Steve on stage, kindly. I'm sorry. Kindly please invite him. Thank you.
Well, he's very easy to invite. That's a pleasure. But on behalf of DigiFarm as well, of which all the members are part of Safaricom Sacco, we're very grateful for this milestone. I'm happy to say that within my first week of joining Safaricom, the first organization I joined was Safaricom Sacco as well. So, and service has been excellent, so thank you very much. So with that, Bwana Chief, welcome for your brief remarks.
Thank you very much.
May I remove this? Thank you and good morning. So just to start by saying, we don't have a lot of protocols in corporate. Just all go and do what you need to do. Yeah, so, and it's good to see that my colleague Amondi is here. Sorry you were ambushed for that. We don't do this. Yeah. And actually, to be very honest, when I read speeches, I usually just look at a lot of the salutations. There are so many. There's like a page of them. And you know, where we come from, even the CEO is like, oh, hi, Peter. You know, we just kind of move on. But because we have a very important guest, I will read the protocol. I work closely with government and I can't get this wrong. So, Honorable P.S. Jerome, ICT Ministry of ICT and Innovation and Youth Affairs, good morning. Very happy to have you here. P.S. called me this morning and said, Steve, I'm at this function. And I was like, I'm supposed to be there. Yeah. And obviously, I made my way here very quickly. And I've worked with the PS very closely. In fact, he was calling me on some work we are doing together. And he's someone I'm very happy to be anchoring this discussion today. So, PS, karibu sana. So, the rest of the protocol, since all of you are important, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, feel welcome and honored. So, very happy to be here this morning with the Sacco. I am a Sacco member and I have been for, I tried to check, but I think I've been a Sacco member now for like 12 or so years. I joined it as soon as I joined Safaricom, and it has been very helpful for me. I won't say how, but yeah, those instant loans and all those developments you're making to make it easier for us members to access the facilities is something well appreciated. So I'm honored to be here today on behalf of Safaricom. And please take this speech as being from Peter Ndegwa, our CEO. We actually have our annual general meeting for Safaricom PLC, which is which started at 11. So that's why you can see me shuttling back and forth. So he would have been happy to be here. And Chairman there has just asked me to ensure that he joins the Sacco. We are having lunch together today. So I will join your recruiting arm and tell him to join the Sacco. So please accept his apologies because of the clash with the AGM. So I'm honored to be here today on behalf of Safaricom as the Safaricom Sacco celebrates its 20th anniversary. At the time, 20 years ago, just over 2,000 Safaricom staff came together and started the Sacco with an aim of securing their financial future. At that time, Safaricom was only 1 year old. And since then, the growth of the Sacco has been intertwined with the growth of Safaricom. I think both have grown. We can say honestly that Safaricom has grown and the Sacco has grown. And it's a source of pride to see our suppliers represented here and also joining the Sacco. As our staff numbers grew from less than 500 in 2001 to currently stand at over 6,000, the membership of the Sacco has grown in the same way. Today, over 3,900 Safaricom staff are members of the Sacco, demonstrating the trust and belief they have in your products and services. Increased collaboration between the two institutions has also seen many of Safaricom's partner organizations sign up as Safaricom members, Sacco members. Since 2011, when the Sacco was licensed by SASRA, over 100 organizations that work with Safaricom in various capacities have signed up to the Sacco to enable their employees access your services. Through your various facilities, you have enabled over 12,000 Kenyans, many of whom are our staff, to start and run businesses, acquire property, and secure roofs over their heads. You are indeed transforming lives, which resonates well with Safaricom's purpose, which, as you all know, is to transform lives. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, the Safaricom Sacco has grown to become a key enabler of our business partners by offering products such as agent financing for our dealers and LPO financing for our suppliers. Such relationships are important in establishing sustainable financial institutions that can withstand the test of time. I think speaking during this COVID time, we all know the value of being able to use an LPO to get financing, even though you have not seen your supplier and you're supplying the service in a remote way. So just as Safaricom has been a leader in establishing and maintaining best practice in the corporate scene, we're very proud that the Safaricom Sacco has also led the pack in terms of product portfolio, as well as embracing digital platforms that are secure and easy to use. By adopting a bouquet of technology services like security and cloud services, The Safaricom Sacco remains the only major Sacco that has withstood the test of cybercrime. I think that deserves a round of applause. And I'll be honest, this is an area where Safaricom PLC spends a lot of time, money, and expertise, because our own systems, of course, represent a commitment to a wider population, the entire Kenyan population. And of course, we also have M-Pesa. So it was good for us to be able to have the Safaricom Sacco, come to us as a first source of this service. And with cybercrime, you always touch wood, you say you haven't been attacked, but we know that we are doing the best to invest. And CS, we are very happy to showcase our cyber defense unit to the ministry if you should wish to visit it. And that's the benefit that we have now accorded to the Safaricom Sacco. Through various digital touchpoints, the Sacco has managed to drastically reduce the turnaround times of its products and services from taking months, and it was taking months at some point, to days, and then from days to hourly transactions. So, I mean, I'll be honest, it's actually mirroring Safaricom very closely, and we're very proud of these things. And as members, you always feel that you can get out of a jam pretty quickly. And I know, Elizabeth, you're looking at me. I won't say how I got out of a jam, but it has come in very handy. In the age of digital transformation, customers will always demand more, and the Safaricom Sacco is doing a great job of meeting and exceeding the needs of its customers in this regard. Kenya is a leading example of how mobile technology and connectivity can be used to drive social and financial inclusion. As the Safaricom Sacco embarks on its third decade, it is our hope that you will continue offering affordable credits to Kenyans and help more Kenyans develop and improve in their economic status. It is also a challenge to you to go beyond to new frontiers and enable new platforms to launch for SMEs, which are the engines of growth in our economy. So I think that's a huge area of growth which I'm sure the Sacco will address. Safaricom will continue collaborating with the Sacco towards creating more value for Kenyans, and I'm pleased to note that most stakeholders such as the government are becoming increasingly more aware of the importance of SACCOs in driving financial inclusion. But at PS, I know the discussion that I have had with CSICT about SACCOs and what they want to do to get, every Kenyan likes contributing and being part of SACCOs. We also have one for the Law Society, which I think should be represented here. And government recognizing this and coming to the party is a great thing. What we want to see as Safaricom, now putting on my PLC hat, is more SACCOs taking on digital platforms. That's where the real power is to unlock the capability. And Safaricom Sacco is ahead in this regard. Through institutions such as the Kenya Mortgage Refinance Company, the government is enabling financial institutions, including SACCOs, to offer key affordable mortgages. As one of the first SACCOs in the country to offer KMRC financing, Safaricom Sacco is able to advance the government's Big Four agenda, specifically affordable housing, which in turn spurs job creation. Continued collaboration with the government through the regulator SASRA will create more opportunities for Safaricom Sacco to capitalize and expand its product portfolio and continue making credit accessible and affordable. So as I conclude, in October 2020, Safaricom was celebrating 20 years in its existence. That was last year, and that's why you saw us change our tune to go beyond. Yeah? We are now no longer a young company. We are an energetic post-teenage company. So it is a great occasion for me to be here when the Safaricom Sacco is joining Safaricom in this age. So I think that deserves a round of applause for all. More importantly, these 20 years have seen transformation and growth and development of the Sacco members and the spirit of the SACCOs. And as I leave, I just want to say, very grateful for the opportunity the Sacco has given to Safaricom employees. On behalf of the company and the Safaricom employees who are members of the Sacco, we say thank you. And with that, I say happy 20th birthday to the Safaricom Sacco. Santeni. I think then I'm going to be ambushed to invite the PS.
No, we will not ambush you, sir.
Thank you.
We wouldn't do that to you. Thank you very much, Steve. It was an honor for us to have you around. We know you would have otherwise been at the celebration of the AGM for Safaricom PLC, but still we are very, very grateful that you chose to be here. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. And we are coming to the climax of this function. What is going on? In preparation. We'd like to recognize the presence of Jairus Ounza, Head of Customer Service, Mwalimu National. Where are you? Yeah, please feel welcome, and thanks for coming. At this juncture, I'd like to request Mr. James Olenkiti, the Managing Director for CUSCO, which is our umbrella body, would have been here today, but he has requested to be away and is represented by the COO, Mr. James Olenkiti, who is not going to make a speech but to invite the chief guest. Please come forward. Yes. Give him a round of applause as he does that.
Yes, I've been restricted that not to give a speech, but invite the chief guests. However, first of all, I would wish to introduce myself. My name is James Olenkiti, again, the Chief Operating Officer at CUSCO. Today, I was sent here by the Group CEO of CUSCO to represent him. Safaricom being one of our best children. As you know, Bada PS, CUSCO is the umbrella organization for SACCOs in this country. And we have seen Safaricom Sacco grow, and I can assure you, Safaricom members are in safe hands. Now that I was restricted, just to invite you, however, now that you are representing the government here, on behalf of the Kenyan movement, we want to recruit you as an ambassador for SACCOs in this country. When we are discussing your things, please, all the time, try to remember the movement. When your funds to be channeled to those groups, the youth, the Mama Mbogas, the old, the best channel is through SACCOs or cooperatives, the farmers. If I were the president today, I would not even have a youth fund, have Suji what, but channel all those funds through these SACCOs. Our Kenyans will be able to enjoy more than any other channel. The government still prefers banks, I don't know why, but you see the stigma the Kenyans have with other financial institutions because of the past. SACCOs are so friendly, and I think that is the best way. Currently, we have a regulator, and I think members' funds are totally safe. So we have nothing to worry. Other than that, I would wish to sincerely, on behalf of CUSCO again, thank the members of Safaricom Sacco for walking the journey up to where they are today. And I think the management and the board has demonstrated what they are doing to their members. So with that, I would wish to invite our chief guest to come and give his speech and officially celebrate this day. Karibu sana Bwana Chief Guest.
Well, thank you very much. Steve, this protocol business must go on. In government, it is the business of government to observe protocol. I'll just give you a story of an incident where somebody came up to speak, without a written speech, and by mistake called a major general a major. So you can imagine the drama that ensued. It was almost thrown off the stage. So let me start by saying to the chairman, Mr. Paul Msava, chairman of the Safaricom Sacco board, again, Steve Chege, representing the CEO of Safaricom, and also Mr. Njoroge, Chief Executive Officer, Safaricom, all board members of the Sacco, all the staff of Safaricom Sacco, all stakeholders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Allow me first to start by sending warm greetings from our Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Joe Musheru, who would wish to be here today but was not able to join us due to other official engagements. It is an honor to join you this morning as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Safaricom Sacco Limited. Personally, I'm even more delighted because it is hardly 24 hours since I presided over the 20th anniversary of a local tech company, and wish to reiterate the pride and joy I feel when local organizations demonstrate such longevity and impact to our society. Yesterday, I was invited to a similar event. There's a company called Broadcom Communication Limited, of which is a partner of Safaricom. I mean, they've worked together for a very long time, almost 20 years again. And actually, they told me that Safaricom was one of their first customers. So it is a very interesting coincidence of having local institutions, local company celebrating longevity. I actually said 20 years ago is a fairly long time. Somebody who was born 20 years ago, today, some of them are fathers, if they are not, or mothers. Some of them are in colleges, university. Indeed, they are actually adults. This Sacco was formed in the year 2001 to provide members with the opportunity to access loans in order to develop and improve their economic and social status. And Steve has said quite a number of people have been gotten out of the jam, which is really indeed a very good thing. I listened to the chairman, the CEO, when he was talking about the various options that the Sacco provides. In other words, linking you to some of the services like buying a car, the housing, mortgages, and all that kind of stuff, which is really indeed a very good thing. I think, CEO, you need to include a service whereby, sometimes you take a loan, and after having worked very hard, kwanza unataka kujirudishia asante. Before that loan is spent. So maybe increase a channel whereby now you link us to some of the beach hotels. Ya kwanza kujirudishia asante kabla hujajua hiyo pesa itafanya nini. It reminds me when we started working, we were being paid cash. So ile pesa yote ya juu, so long as it was not 1,000, that was to end on that particular day. After having worked very hard for a whole month, when you go to the cash office, unapatiwa pesa yako, you remove all the clean 1,000 notes, you put on the other pocket, then the others now can be spent kurudishia mwili asante. And incidentally, most of the days were Friday, so you can imagine. The rest are details. Well, the history of Sacco in Kenya is well documented, and we want to say that Sacco really play an important role in promoting financial inclusion in the country by offering affordable financial services that transform the lives of those who would have otherwise be unserved or underserved by mainstream financial institutions. The existence of a vibrant, efficient, competitive, and inclusive financial system that drives savings and investment is a critical element from promoting financial inclusion and also increasing access to financial services. SACCOs increase access to affordable financial services and products for a wider demography, especially the poor, the low-income households, micro and small and medium enterprises. So really, we take cognizance of that. What the CEO of CUSCO was saying, that really we look at this because we are aware as government that Sacco provides that wider demography. So when we talk about the low-income people, then Sacco really takes good care of them. By mobilizing savings and deposits, providing diversified products and services, maximizing returns on saving, and providing a vehicle for equitable wealth creation, the importance of SACCOs within our country cannot be gainsaid. Safaricom Sacco has been a key player in the sector by bringing together not only Safaricom staff, but technology industry players who form the core membership of the Sacco. And we will discuss further, now that I am an industry player, on how easy or faster I can join Sacco. So I welcome that conversation. From your humble beginning of 222 members in the year 2001 to a membership base of more than 12,000 today, and boasting of an asset of more than 7 billion shillings, your growth is a statement of the power of collective inclusion and really action. Do we have a member who joined in the year 2001? Tumpigie makofi. Well done, well done. Really, it is a philosophy that all of us can learn from in our individual and communal capacity, be it government or even the private sector. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, we are not only celebrating the 20 years you have been in operation, but also the fact that technology has continued to play a significant role in the success over the years. I am made aware that over the last 3 years, you have focused on the automation of most of your processes in order to provide your client with a seamless, efficient, and secure platform through which they can engage with you. And I was seated there, and when I was listening, and the conversation was really, Safaricom Sacco have embraced technology. My question was, what else? Surely, as a Safaricom Sacco, you need to be the pace setter so that every other Sacco can actually say, if Safaricom is doing it, then this platform is reliable, it's secure, and really dependable. So let me also take this opportunity to congratulate you for being a pace setter in this particular space. From member registration, loan application, guarantors approval, and the transfer of funds, customers can now interact with the Sacco from a fully automated portal. I wish to also congratulate you for implementing a robust ICT system and a mortgage product which you are all launching today in partnership with the Kenya Mortgage Financing Company. This digitization strategy adopted by the Sacco is aligned to the government objective of transforming our country to a middle-income, knowledge-based economy by the year 2030, as envisaged in the Vision 2030 and our digital economy blueprint. technology, financial inclusion, equitable distribution of wealth, and diversity are key policy objectives of government in its quest to promote social economic and growth, and I'm also pleased to note that the Sacco shares this principle. As we celebrate this milestone, remember that success isn't just about what you have accomplished, but also what you inspire others to do. And I still continue to congratulate you for being the pace setter in adoption of technology. Therefore, my hope is that through your corporate actions and achievements, others will be inspired by your achievement, and we can celebrate more homegrown organizations in the future. With those few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to acknowledge the foresight, the leaders who gave birth to this vision 20 years ago, and also congratulate all the vision bearers who in one way or another have contributed to its success and the celebration we are having today. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary, and I hope to be part of greater achievements in the future. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and God bless Kenya. Asante.
PS, before you come down, please, and I'm not ambushing you.
No.
Please, Steve, come forward, and the chairman, so that the PS can officially declare these our things officially. Yeah, please flank the chief guest, so that whatever we have done today can be officially unveiled.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to actually say that it is my humble honor and pleasure to declare the ICT system and the mortgage product officially launched today.
Makofi, 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 makofi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bwana PS. And then now we shall invite Liz to lead us in the cake cutting to commemorate.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Secretary. I hope we are still geared up in the celebration mood. Are we on? Yes. Good. So I'd like to have the honor of the three gentlemen, slowly, one by one, to join me as we cut the cake. So in observation of the protocol, we'll have gloves. If you allow me. Okay. And also, in accordance to the same, we'll have 3 sharp knives for 3 strong gentlemen on a very, memorable day, celebrating the digital. I wish you could eat the cake digitally as well, for those who are watching us online. But it looks very sumptuous. And on it, I can see there's a laptop. It's a digital cake for real. And there's also the Faraji in celebration of the 20 years. So thank you very much. So without wasting so much time, how do I do this? Yes. Okay. So I'll give the spatula to the chairman, just to be able to support us. Wanapita, are we ready? Are we set? And the chairman is scared the fire is going to burn him as much as he wants to celebrate the digital era. So thank you very much. By a show of union, let's cut the cake on my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's celebrate, guys. Let's celebrate. Let's It's an honor. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. And let's also go ahead and cut the digital. This house is on fire. So we are cutting the bigger cake. It's a layered cake. It looks sweet. So on my count, 1, 2, 3, let's start. And allowed. Let's clap for them. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They're honored. Oh. Okay. Sasa ni picha rasmi without masks. Karibuni. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Karibu. Asante sana. Good. Karibu. So now we need to all share in and dig in. I don't know how we'll do that with our masks on, but we have some takeaways. They'll be going round, and we'll also, just dig in to be able to enjoy the cake. So, MC, do I still proceed in the next? Yes. Yes. You're introducing me to do it? Oh, they eat first. Chairman and the PS, I hope you are going to test the cake as well. Okay.
Yeah, so the cake is going round, and sure everyone tastes the cake, a piece of the cake. The cake is going round, and as we do that, may I again the cake is going round. Please ensure you taste the cake. As we do that, I'd like to recognize the presence of Leonard Okoth, who is also a member of the Board of Directors. I'd also like to recognize the presence of Jacinta Bosire, the Relationship Manager, CIC. CIC is another apex body for the SACCOs. Where are you, Jacinta? Yes, please feel welcome. Okay. And I'd also like to recognize the presence of Mr. Dixon Mugambi, representing the General Manager Cooperatives. Dixon, feel welcome. Okay. Leonard Okoth, I've just seen you. Please feel welcome. Leonard is also a director of the board of Safaricom Sacco. So let's have cake. Let's have cake, and then we'll have a vote of thanks, and then lunch. So we are actually pretty much moving towards the end of the program. Ensure you taste some cake, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, our invited guests, we want to move to the final part of this function. And so at this juncture, and I hope everyone has received cake and is biting something. At this juncture, I'd like to call upon the Vice Chairperson of the Safaricom Board, Elizabeth Mudogo, to move a vote of thanks. Liz?
Hello.
DJ, please.
I want to draw your attention from the sumptuous cakes. I see Judy there trying to get a couple of them. Asanteni sana, and just to be able to reiterate, the Safaricom Sacco service is even sweeter than this cake, okay? And it's also more nutritious than those cakes as well. And I'd also want to invite you at the end of this session, as much as you are in other circles, please enjoy the bouquet of services that we have from the digital arena and just enjoy the connectivity that we have today. My call at this particular time is very short, just a vote of thanks and to appreciate everyone for attending. Now, I'd like to first thank God for his grace over the Sacco, and also I want to thank God for having enabled us to come both physically and remotely. For those of us who are attending remotely, I want to thank God for the good health and the capability of being able to join. We would actually not be here without the members. Those who started with us, those who are 20 years old, thank you very much, kudos. And those who've been able to make it physically, I want to strongly appreciate. I want to appreciate also the chief guest who has just stepped out. I also want to appreciate the Safaricom PLC representation, Steve. I'd like to appreciate the regulatory body, SASRA. And I also want to remember our partners and our stakeholders. I want to also remember the ministry led by the commissioner and the governors. Thank you very much. And also by name, I also want to appreciate Geoffrey, the outgoing, and Dolphin, Director Dolphin. Thank you very much, Mrs. Margaret Kamau, for their physical presence. I also want to appreciate other dignitaries, all protocol observed, those who have been able to attend with us. And I also want to appreciate the staff, all the staff members, Safaricom Sacco, hoye! Are we still there? Very well done. Thank you very much for putting this through. I also want to appreciate the providers at the Zen Gardens. Thank you so very much for working with us through the entire evening. They were hosting us as we were setting up the whole evening. I don't even think they charged us. I hope they didn't. And even today, thank you very much. I also want to be able to thank our various partner SACCOs, starting with Steamer Sacco. Thank you so very much for even presenting yourselves on just supporting us on the pullout. Thank you very much. We appreciate your support. I want to thank you, Uskolima Sacco, Kimisitu Sacco, Kenya National Police Sacco, Chai Sacco, Harambe Sacco, and all the other SACCOs, Cooperative Sacco, and all the other SACCOs that are here that are well represented. Thank you very much. I also want to spend a special Thanksgiving to our partners, starting with CUSCO Limited. Thank you very much. Craft Silicon, thank you. Thank you very much. Roto Tanks. Last but not least, Safaricom PLC, without which we could not be here. Thank you very much. Maridadi Motors, the Cooperative Bank, CIC, Safaricom Investment Cooperative, SIC. And you know when Steve was talking about the jam, and I also remember the little cash that you need to have to reward yourself. We actually have it within the Sacco. where you can actually take some time out with your family or alone or with any other significant other just to be able to spend some time together. So that is also a very welcome idea. And above all, for all of us who have been able to come here in one way or the other, the parking attendants, thank you very much, and every other supplier who has provided this session. I also want to thank the directors for tirelessly presenting themselves and making this function a real deal. And I want to single out the business development HOD, Anita, who was not mentioned here. She has tirelessly, had sleepless nights to make this event a perfect event, as you can attest. And one other partner who has been helping us from mezzanine team, Steve Kinuthia, asante sana. And also to my boss, Omondi Kasidi, for even coming at a short notice, and he's been able to make it all together. So for all of us, thank you very much. And I'd like to take this opportunity also to invite us for some sumptuous lunch, Zen Gardens. There is a lot of food available for all of us. I'm not so sure if we can take away for the food as well, but at least I'm sure there's more than enough to fill us, and we'll be happy with that. Now, without much ado, I'd like to call up to the stage George Hunja, Director, to just present us, to pray for us as we also close for the day. Thank you. Karibu, George.
So really good afternoon. Good afternoon to all members. And can we all be up and standing? Let us give thanks. Dear Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you. We thank you for the gift of a very good day that we've had. Even as we started this morning with the prayer that you're going to grace this occasion, oh God, we thank you for you indeed, you were with us. We thank you, Father, for the things that we were celebrating, milestones of 20 years, a journey of 20 years. That even as the Sacco began 20 years, those who were born 20 years now have gone to campus. Some of them are 20 years plus. And we just want to thank you for you being faithful. Thank you for the milestones of achievements. And we want to thank you for being the pace setter in the industry. Thank you for the wealth that we have created. Thank you for the families that have been blessed. Children have gone to school, and some have started business, and they have empowered their livelihoods, oh God. We just want to thank you. Thank you for the impact to the socio-economic of our nation, oh God. We just want to thank you. And thank you for the leadership, oh God. Thank you for those that have been working day and night towards this occasion. I thank you for the leadership, the CEO and the team. And I just want to thank you for all those that have made time to come and be with us. We just want to thank you and to give you praise. And even as you dismiss us, Lord, I pray that even the next phase that is before us, oh God, that you are going to guide us. And I pray that even as we go to our respective places, you will give us journey mercies. And we want to thank you for the token of lunch that we have before us. We receive it with thanksgiving. Bless it as we take it. In Jesus' name we pray. And thank you.
Amen, amen.
Amen.
Please sit down for 1 minute. Thank you very much, Brother Hunja and Director Hunja, for the prayer. And thank you very much, the Vice Chairman, Liz Mudogo. Don't tell me to say Vice Chairperson. You are manning the chair, so you are Chairman. So the final announcement, I think, that could have been made by the Chairman, I think he has seen off the chief guest. We'd like to announce to all our members that for the next 20 days, corner loan is going to be free of interest as a mark of the 20th day celebration. But it's going to come at 3% interest, not the normal 5%. Free transactions via PesaLink for the next 20 days. When do you plan to clap? And also Pamoja loan. it has been extended. It was 6 months, but now it's been extended to 1 year at 8% per annum on a reducing balance. These are serious milestones. And without any further ado, this congregation is now declared a gathering. Kindly feel free to go for lunch and also to socialize and intermingle. Thank you very much for coming, and we are sorry if it was too cold. The weather is improving, but we are sorry you had to be sit here in that cold. Thank you very much for coming. Asanteni.